Well, those are some pretty nice sheep over there. Well, hello there. Oh, I had to hold my breath there. Wait, I just need to open the visor. Hello, and well, this is going to be my very first motovlog here. Yes, finally I have got my motorcycle license, which I have been waiting for, 4 months or something. So it was about time that I got this. Now, one thing I want to say is that I tried to do this yesterday, and it didn't work out so well. I mean, I did not have any microphone, I didn't think about it, because I didn't know that I could do what I'm doing now, using the intercom microphone on my helmet. So the sound is probably going to be a little bit bad, but I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. Not for now, at least. I'm planning to get better microphone. So pretty much what you heard last time when I went out yesterday was the following.
I put my ID over.
And that is not really something I want to put on YouTube. And yeah, probably the title is going to say something like "Gone Wrong." And what happened yesterday, I'm going to show you later. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little bit of a jerk of that, and probably not kind of clickbaity you into watching the whole video. But oh no, am I that low on fuel? I thought it was half tank or something. Sometimes that happens. Well, let's keep going. Maybe it will fill up later. Now, what I'm expecting to take you today is the same trip as yesterday. And the reason why I picked that trip, oh look at those nice cows there. Those are gonna turn into some really delicious beef chunks in a few months, I think. But this trip I'm taking now is one that I was taking with my driving instructor, or he was taking me on this trip. And I thought it's kind of nice, it's scenic and everything. So why don't I take you on that one? So now I feel like it's the perfect opportunity to show you the beautiful countryside. I've never been able to do this before, and I've been really excited to show all of you just how beautiful the autumn can be, because that's when the leaves turn yellow. Well, it's kind of like a waste that I was not able to show it earlier, because then you also had a little bit red leaves, and those are the prettiest leaves in my opinion. And this is the best, around the best time of autumn. End of autumn it gets pretty ugly, so because that's when all the leaves are gone. And if you see there, those cliff sides over there, that's where I'm heading. And that's also sort of where I won't really say a career yet, but this is where I started vlogging. Up on top of that mountain there. And by the way, yeah, I'm looking at the road, but I'm pointing my head in a certain direction for you to watch. Look at that! Look. There's some rocks there, that looks dangerous. Maybe I should get them off the road. Let's see, it's a good space to stop. Let's see if this on here, I'm allowed to park at the side of the road. There are people there. Coming. good deeds done. I'm not expecting any award though. And the weather is just so beautiful today. Yesterday was, I'd say, even better, because then it was almost no clouds. But today is still good, but my goodness, you might think it looks hot, but it's not really not. When I looked at the thermometer earlier, just right before I went out, it's 6.5 degrees Celsius in the shadow. So, if you don't have proper gear, you're going to freeze your balls off. But thankfully I have, my legs can take low temperature pretty well, but my upper body is not that good. So that's a good thing that I have a windproof jacket that is also waterproof. I would suggest anyone to get that if they're going to ride in cold environments. And it was around here that I stopped to fly the drone yesterday. It's a good spot. However, I have not brought my drone today, so I'm just going to use the old footage. And I'm just going to show you, yes, today there are still people upstairs, I mean not upstairs, but on top of the mountain climbing, but it's not as much as yesterday. Oops. Wasn't neutral. So I'm just going to stop here, show you some drone footage, and then move on. Oh yeah, Vardåsnes is called, which is where I had my first, which is where I had my first, which is where I had my first sort of vlog. It's a very popular climbing spot for a lot of people because the cliff is very, you know, it's kind of flat, so it's easy to climb on. I haven't dared myself to go up there because, well, most of my life I've had fear of heights, but not anymore, so you could actually consider going there. And now we're entering sort of a residential area called Dikemark. And as you can see, a lot of the buildings here are really old. This was built in the 1920s, I believe. This was supposed to be a place for mentally insane people. There's still one institution up here somewhere that still houses them, but most of these buildings have now been converted into residential area. And yeah, when I was a kid, this was the most terrifying place because there's so many rumors of this place being haunted, but now it looks really peaceful. And yeah, look at this lake. And this is where things went wrong, but not exactly really wrong. Looks like a very nice spot. Oh, hold on. Looks like a very peaceful spot, am I right? So calm and pretty. Not exactly the best place to crash your drone. So what basically happened is, of course, I've never been flying around here. So I decided to just take a nice drone flight all over here, which I'm going to show you now. Surprisingly enough, it recorded the whole thing. And yeah, you might be asking, is it fine? Surprisingly enough, yes, that too. It was as if it was never in water, but I'm not going to take any chance. That's why I didn't bring it now, because I'm not going to take any chance of flying it, because you know it has been exposed to trauma. It needs some therapy, just like humans. So I'm just going to take really easy on it, make really sure that it's working fine, that there's suddenly not something like a traumatic flashback it has and then it poof crashes again. This looks like a nice place to live. Okay, well, because of that my trip ended abruptly yesterday, so I didn't continue on it, but I'm gonna continue now. And my goodness, my legs were so wet that they froze, almost froze because of the wind. It was so uncomfortable, but thankfully it's dry now, so let's keep going. Alright, there is another lake over here. This is where, when I was a kid, there's this house right here, which was my dream house. This one over here. You see? Yeah. Ooh, there's a nice motorcycle too. My goodness, the fuel is so expensive today. Can go all from 12 to 16, that's crazy. That's almost nothing. That's ridiculously cheap. But yeah, there is another lake here. I've been here a few times. It's really nice to swim here during the summer. Right now it's not really worth it because you're going to freeze. But you can see there's even a cliff. I don't recommend you jumping from there though. You don't know how shallow it is. I'm not going to stop there because this motovlog is getting too long already. So let's just skip it. But I'm going to visit there one time, that's for sure. Maybe next year. And now we're going into some kind of windy roads. Like, not really spaghetti road, but pretty nice to drive still. It's pretty fun. Well, unfortunately, it seems like that my camera died out right at the end of that video. Fortunately, it was just around the epilogue, so I could just do that again. We didn't miss that much. I'm just trying to redo it now from my memory. So, basically what I want to say is that I really hope you enjoy watching this video. This is my first motovlog, of course, so it's not that particularly impressive, but I'm learning, and I want to just state that I think that my future videos is not just going to be only motovlog, but I feel like this is going to be a good format to put in my video whenever I'm driving on a motorbike, because I think that's going to add a little bit of substance to the video as I'm driving. Other than that, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, of course, if you're interested and new in the channel. Other than that, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye. There's something in my nose. Ah!